Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is another cooking video episode, one might call it. And this time I am making a chicken rice bowl. I have made chicken before, I think. It doesn't matter. That's it. I hope you enjoy, and if not, that's okay, because I have already eaten it, so I'm happy. And if you're thinking about trying it at home, so I start by cutting up the chicken. I do not like having the chicken touch my cutting board because it's a wood cutting board. So I cut it up with a scissor, preferably a kitchen scissor, but whatever kind of scissor you have really works, unless it's an embroidery scissor, because you know, they're too small. I cut them into itsy bitsy tiny pieces because I like the way that I can have every single ingredient on a spoon or a fork in one mouthful. It makes the best food experience, I imagine. After that, I cut up the spring onions. It doesn't really matter what order you cut the stuff, just as long as you cut the stuff. I always cut all the ingredients before starting the stove and the rice cooker. So I always go chicken first, then spring onions, then the radishes. I cut up the radishes, tiny pieces, just as the spring onions. And then the mango. I always end with cutting the mango. It's the most stickiest one. I mean, first of all, I peel it because I have the experience that I do not like the peel of a mango. I don't know if that's normal. Also, I hate the seed in a mango. I never know where it is, and I can't cut through it because I'm not strong enough or because I don't have a knife good enough. So it's always difficult for me to cut up the mango, but when I've done it, it's perfect. So when I cook, I only use coconut oil. I do not like olive oil or butter or all those fancy kind of stuff. That's just me. You can use whatever you want if you choose to make this recipe. And I do emphasize that you should, because it's so delicious. So I first all cook the chicken, and I cook it until it's done but not golden, if that makes sense. And then here and there I put in some lime juice. Now originally I cut up 1.5 lime, like real lime, but because I always have small cuts on my fingers, that's just ow, I don't like the juice in my fingers. It's always hard to squeeze the lime proper to get all the lime juice out of it. So I have resorted to just buy pre-finished lime juice. I think in the end it's cheaper for me, but I really don't know. When I have cooked the chicken, as soon as I turn on the stove on my wok pan, I turn on the rice cooker. So I used 4 cups of rice on each dish I make because it's easier to calculate for me, because 4 cups of rice is 6 cups of water. It's easy to calculate. If you're using 1 cup of rice, it's 1.5 cup of water. It's easy peasy and a lemon squeezy, right? So when I have cooked the chicken and put in some little bit of lime, I put in the spring onions and let that simmer a little bit. I think 2 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes sounds right. And then the radishes, and then mix it all again, always mixing it. I feel like it's so important to mix it proper. And yes, there is a wrong way to mix stuff, I have found out by having help in the kitchen. It seems like people don't know how to help me properly. Then I put in the I cannot do that word. First that, and then the soy sauce again, and then I put in some sweet chili sauce. Is the best. I cannot get enough of it. It is almost in every single recipe I do, and I do not regret one single bit of it. I adore chili sauce. After I've mixed that a little bit more, always mixing, always constantly mixing everything together, then I put in some chili mayo, because you cannot have enough chili in this dish. I adore chili. Chili all the way. I'm always confused every time I have a dish and I do not have to put chili in it. Like, what's that about? The original recipe did say a red chili, a physical one. I feel like it's easier just to put some sweet chili sauce and some dried up chili spices in, and then some chili mayo. The original recipe just says mayo, and I'm like, I do not want to have 15 different kinds of mayo, so I'm just going with chili mayo in all of them. All of the recipes that says I have to put mayo. And then I just let it all simmer. I turn the heat a little bit down. I always cook on the highest level I can because I feel like that's the fastest way to always cook. And I do not turn it down until I have put all the ingredients in. And now I'm just waiting for the rice to be done. So then I pour all the rice into my wok and then I just mix it all together. It does not look delicious, but when you eat it, it's so much more delicious doing it this way than the way HelloFresh people advise me to do. In my experience, this is the better way and I get most out of my buck. I love getting the most out of my money that I can. And yeah, that's it. Because we're only 2 people, I have a lot of leftovers. I measure every dinner we have because in my experience, 300 grams is enough. And because I only make dishes with rice, I can make big bowls of rice and then I can freeze them in portions. So it's always 300 grams. And sometimes it's enough for my husband, sometimes it's not. But it's always enough for me. I am always full. Every single time I make this, I'm like, what? This is what I did? I grew up living on pasta and ketchup and now I make this? It's insane. Beautiful dish done in like 30-45 minutes. I enjoyed this food a lot. I can honestly say it's one of my favorite recipes now. I didn't think I would like radishes as much as I actually do now. Before trying HelloFresh's meals, I had never tried mango. And now mango is one of my favorite things to put in the dish. It was weird not cutting carrots this time. There is almost always carrots in my dishes, but not this time. And that is why I chose it for today's video. But this food is so delicious. I am so full. I need a nap now. But I have dishes to do or put in the washing machine. The dishwasher. Where's my head? I think I'm tired. I want a nap. Yeah, I want a nap. I hope you enjoyed this video and hopefully I will come out with a video next week. It's not sure because I have a lot of meetings next week, but if not, then I am back the week afterwards with something fun to watch. Okay, bye. It's very hot. That is so delicious.